I thought I would come on today and shoot a quick video. Full disclosure, I'm in my pajamas still currently. My husband took the boys to school today, so I am just relaxing and resting, but the light was really good, and I thought it'd be a perfect day to film this quick video idea that I had. I love seeing other people's sketchbooks and what they use to create, so I thought today I would share my favorite kind of sketchbooks, art journals. Let's go ahead and get started because I have quite a few to show you. So I figured I'd start with the larger ones that I have that I use pretty rarely nowadays. I prefer smaller sketchbooks, but I've had these for a while, so I thought I'd just show you these. So the first one I have is, you can see the back of it there, the Ranger Mixed Media book. And it's got an elastic closure, which actually goes this way to close. It was open already, so. And it's a pretty nice sketchbook. I love the pocket on the inside of this one. This one's fairly popular in the art journaling world. This one I used when I was going to like classes. So it's got some of my older artwork in it that I did. We have a local art studio here that does like art journaling classes, and so you can see like different things like techniques. These were more, a lot of these spreads were done as a part of like prompts that we did in that class where they told you specific colors to use or things to do. It's pretty bulky, like to just carry around, but if you're really into mixed media and using a lot of collage, it's a really good book. The next one I have is actually one that I just found in a box that I forgot that I had, and this is kind of a paper, I would say. It's like a thicker paper, cardstock kind of material, but it's been bound kind of like a traveler's notebook, so it has the elastic, and then on the inside it has elastics that you can use here to actually just replace watercolor paper. So it's pretty nice. You can kind of make your own signatures and put it in. Again, the size is just not something I use a lot. This one is pretty big. I think this is the biggest one I have. I'm not sure exactly how big it is. So yeah, this is like 9.5 by 12.5. So this is a really big book. It's slim, which I like, but it's just so big. I hardly ever take it with me anywhere. So this last one is one I actually made. It's like an altered book. I have a ledger that I took apart and used as the cover and then bound it on the sides. So this one is a plaster book, and I learned how to make this in a class that Jean Oliver teaches. I forget which one, but you can look on her site. But it is cool because it's just the torn canvas that I used, and then I put the plaster on top of it, and I just love the texture that it gives. This one is one I use in the studio. I really don't take this one out much. So, but it's a really cool surface to create on, and I just love the frayed edges. I love this one, and I use this one a lot in the studio. So those are all of my bigger journals. Now I have some smaller ones that are ones that I use a lot more, just because of the convenience of them. This journal I absolutely love. It's I call it a journal because I use it. I write in this one a lot more. I do paint in it and things, but I write in it a lot more. But this one is actually by a ministry called the Cageless Birds, you can see, and they make handmade leather journals. And I just love this one. This was a gift to me. And so you open it up and it has, in the bound signatures, you can see on the end, is this really nice like mixed media paper. I'm not going to show a lot in this because I do like my spiritual journaling and there's a lot of writing in it, but you can kind of see it takes watercolor well, and the pages are really good thick mixed media paper. So I love this one. This one's kind of special. I do kind of use this as like a spiritual journal a lot of times, but also do a lot of art in with it. So that's a great one if you're looking for a gift for somebody too. It's super beautiful and super high quality. The next one is, full confession, I only bought this one because I saw somebody else using it on Instagram and I just loved the shape. I am a square kind of girl. I just love using square substrates. I think it's called it's hard to see that, but Arteza. Arteza. I'm not sure exactly how you pronounce it. I got it off Amazon. It's I used it to do like some of the sketchbook revival prompts from this past year. So some of those are in here. I haven't used it a lot, but I do just really love the square. Those pages are actually stuck together, whoops. But I love the square surface. So that's probably my favorite kind of surface to create on, is just a square. So that one's nice. It does have a bookmark too, which is nice. This is my traveler's notebook. I used this as a journal for a long time. This is not from a company that you can buy from. I think it was from a company called Foxy Fix, the original journal, and it was actually a wide, so it was down here. I don't even know if that company exists anymore or even sells B6. I would say that this leather is the most comparable probably to the Chic Sparrow creme leather from what I've seen if you wanted to buy something similar today. I bought this like 6 or 7 years ago, and then I wasn't using it, so I just cut it down because a B6 size is actually just a shorter version of a wide traveler's notebook. This is kind of a Frankenstein notebook a little bit, but I do take this with me a lot when I am out and about. This is what I take more than anything else, I would say. So I use the elastics and just create like a signature like you would, and then just take it out. I'm trying to show here. So I just create like a little loose signature and then just take it out and slide it back in. So this one, I've gone through a lot of watercolor paper, and this one, it's my preferred kind of way to take stuff because it is easy, it's portable, and I can just replace the paper whenever I want to. Just tear new watercolor paper and it works great to just be able to refill. So that's probably my most used, I would say, just for on the go. These other two, this one you saw the other day, it's brand new, and it does fit really nicely in the folder of the pocket I have in this notebook, so it can come with me when this comes with me. But it's just to give you an idea of something else you could use, that you don't even have to go out and buy a sketchbook, but if you do have like an old book, or this is an old autograph book that I got in an antique shop, but you can just gesso the pages. So I've just put clear gesso on all the pages in here, and then it's ready for me to paint on. The last one is one that I made too, that's really cool. If you want to have the look and feel of an old book maybe, but have watercolor paper inside, you can just take the cover off And then I bind the two, I did my plaster book the exact same way. I just bind the two covers together with, I did a piece of burlap here, so on the spine, but you can use any fabric. I actually did canvas and then burlap over top of it to reinforce. And then you're just gonna, you can go on YouTube and find lots of different binding tutorials, but I just did a like stitch binding here and bound in some watercolor paper, or actually I think this is like a mixed media paper because it's thicker. So, and then you can do tip ends in it, you can do all kinds of stuff. This goes with me a lot when I'm traveling different places, kind of when we go on vacation. This is the one that I take. So I don't know why, I just like to have one that has kind of all of our little adventures and places that we've been all in one kind of place. So this is one that I take when I know I'm going out of town. It's just an idea, and then I just painted a little bit on the front. I popped a hole in the back and put like a piece of leather that I had just laying around that was just kind of scrap off something. I just punctured a hole in the back and then I just wrap it to close it. So there it is, kind of my stack of ones that I do use or would use. These are the ones that I keep out that I don't have filled yet. I do have several of these Ranger ones that are filled from old art journaling classes, but these are the ones that are kind of still in progress right now. But thought you guys would like to see those and maybe get some inspiration for either making your own or if you're on the market for a new sketchbook. So hope you guys enjoy, have an awesome day, and I will see you next time.